Let's sublimate this sublimation puzzle. We're going to do this from start to finish because I've been getting lots of questions on how to create a design or print a design. So we're going to do it from the very beginning to the very end. Hopefully you can see this okay, but I'm here at one of my favorite sites, Creative Fabrica. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to search Halloween scene stained glass. That didn't bring what I was looking for, so I'm going to take out the word scene. There, that looks better. So what I'm going to do is look for an image that's going to be at least 8.5 by 11, hopefully larger. This is slightly larger than 8.5 by 11. I think it's like 8 by 12 or something. I should note that these are sublimation puzzles from Koala, and it comes with step-by-step instructions. Okay, so here are the search results. As you can see, they're probably, most of them look like they're AI generated, which is fine. I don't need them to be original art because these look pretty cool too. So I'm gonna pick one real quick. Okay, this set is pretty diverse. There's a bunch of images here. So I've already downloaded it. What you would do is you download this by pushing the button. It'll go to your machine and then we'll open it in Canva. It comes in as a zip folder, so what you're going to do is need to extract. I like to extract all the images, and then I can pick the ones I want to use later. Okay, now I've opened Canva, and what I'm going to do is create a design by clicking this button. I'm going to click Custom. I'm going to change the specifications to inches, and we know that this sublimation puzzle is 11 inches wide, and it's 8 inches wide. High. Actually, it's 11.5, about 8 inches high. So we're going to click Create New Design. Okay, now I have a blank canvas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and click Upload. I'm going to click Upload here, and I'm going to upload some of the documents that I downloaded. And this one looks pretty cool. It's got the pumpkin, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to upload. It's doing that here, and once it's done, you click it and it goes over here. At this point, what you're going to do is just drag the corners to make sure it goes the width and height of the document that you created, and that looks about right, and then we'll download it. To download, you go to Share, Download. I like to use PDF for printing, and I use this CMYK for professional printing, and I click Download. Once I have that downloaded on my computer, I open Adobe Acrobat. I have the professional version, but you could use the reader as well, and I print it from here. So I click the print icon. I select my printer. I go to Properties. I'm going to have to print it on 8.5 by 14 paper because it's larger than my normal 8.5 by 11 paper. I want to make sure I do high quality and rigid. This is just the settings for my Epson F170. You're going to have different settings, but this is what I do. I always turn off bi-directional printing, and you make sure you mirror. I click OK, and then I click actual size, and then I print. This is the paper that I use. I use A-Sub 125G 8.5 by 14. I put this in my printer and it's printing now. Okay, while that's printing, I'm going to go ahead and set up my heat press. We don't need the computer anymore for this project. I'm going to go ahead and use my Cricut AutoPress because it has a very large platform and it should fit on here with no problem. And then what we're going to do is get the instructions and double check the settings. Okay, per the Koala instructions, it says 374 degrees for 50 seconds. So this is the temperature control for the AutoPress. So 374. We'll do 75 because that's what we can do on this. And it said 50 seconds. Oops. There we go. For reference, this is the printer I'm using. It's the Epson F170. It is a sublimation printer. It hasn't been converted, so it's solely for sublimation. When you're using a heat press, you're going to want to protect it. You're going to want to protect the base. You don't want any ink to transfer over to this because you want it to stay nice. And also you don't want any ink on your heat plate. So what you create is kind of like a butcher paper sandwich. You put your substrate here, you cover it, and then you press. So we're just gonna get that ready. While that's heating up and my print is still printing, I'm gonna open this package. I think I'll be able to reuse it if I decide to gift this. And we're gonna take out this puzzle and take a look at it. Here's the puzzle that's prepped for sublimation. There's the back. I'm gonna be very careful because I don't want it to fall apart before I'm done with it. It does come with a backing here, a little cardboard backing, but I'm not gonna use that when I sub because I can see that it's not quite the same size and I don't want it to come out uneven. So I'm just gonna try to sublimate it just on its own without the backing. I think this is just for shipping or gifting anyway, so we'll try it this way. Okay, here's my print. You can tell that this is an AI generated image because some things kind of get wonky. I really don't care for this project, but if I were to do a different one, I'd probably pick a different image that isn't so kabobbled, but we'll try this out. So we're gonna face this ink side down on top of the puzzle. I'll line it up as close as I can get and we're gonna tape it down with heat resistant tape. To make sure I have it on there centered, I flipped it over and I'm just going to tape it on the back side and then I'll secure it again once I flip it over again. So I'm just putting some tape here and then we'll flip it over so that we can press it. I'll just put some tape down here too, just because I like to use a lot of tape. Okay, so you want to make sure that your substrate is as centered as possible on your heat pad. I think that's straight enough. And we're going to put down the paper. We're ready to go. Then with the auto press, you just have to press it down, pull down the lever, and it does the rest for you. I really do like this auto heat press from Cricut. Once it's done, it'll just pop right up. You don't have to adjust any pressure. All you have to do is set the temperature and time. So we'll watch that happen right now. There it goes. Let's see how this turned out. That looks pretty cool. This is the leftover ink on the page. ASub has really good ink transfer. I really do love their paper. Okay, so let's check this out. That looks really neat. I'm just taking off this tape. Look a little closer. You can see all the details. So this would actually be a pretty fun Halloween gift for a child or for whomever. I think it came out really nice. And I'm just going to put the cardboard back and I'll put it back in the bag. So there you have it, a sublimation project from start to finish. I hope you like this project. If you have any questions, drop them below. Make sure to like and follow for more.